Hey everybody, welcome back to Built for Medicine. I'm Dr. Corbin.
I'm Dr. Madrona.
Today we're going to talk about the top 5 things we loved about medical school.
So first thing, I think white coat ceremony, right? The initiation into medicine, the amount of probably adrenaline for some people, excitement. It's really a family occasion as well.
Yes.
At least for me, I had family there.
Yeah.
It feels amazing. Just being able to finally get a piece of your ultimate goal, right? And you get it there early. For my medical school, we actually also got free stethoscopes for the entire class. So
that's awesome.
So that was pretty cool too.
It was an amazing time. I still have the picture of with my family standing there with my white coat, and it's pristine and it's short, and it was a great time. All right, number 2, being able to work outside of medicine, outside of the daily day of studying. We had these clinics that we can volunteer at where we were able to kind of practice some of our physical exam skills and, learning from some of the residents that would run these clinics. And it was free for the community. At my medical school, for the indigent population, they could come and get free medical care from a primary care standpoint. And so you're using all these things that you practice from learning throughout your classes before you even kind of go in rotations. It was great to see that in motion and to be a part of something bigger than yourself.
Yeah, the community outreach aspect can be one of the more fulfilling parts of med school. It looks different for every program, and certainly for my program, there was a lot of different avenues that you could go into. For me, I was more focused on community outreach to Black churches in Las Vegas, and we had some pretty cool programs like healthy eating. We would have samples right after church, after service, people would leave, and we'd have healthy alternatives. And at one of those was during the campaign season, and met Joe Biden. So that was definitely a huge surprise, but just a lot of joy being able to go to the community, interact, and feel like, wow, I'm making a positive impact outside of the clinical setting.
Number 3, rotations. This is a huge step in medical school where you kind of get out of the classroom, you get out from underneath of taking a bunch of exams, and you get into seeing patients. And you go from pediatrics and surgery and all these different subspecialties, and you see what life is like from the inside. And man, is it so eye-opening. And you're pushing yourself every day, you're learning about new things, you're seeing how it applies to real patients in real time, and you see the complications of healthcare. You see things are not perfect and where improvements can be made, and it's just a very eye-opening time, and it's one of the best parts of medical school.
Yeah, the clinical rotations, it combines the patient-physician relationship that you're looking for, but then also the procedural aspect, surgical aspect, and some of these surgeries really blew my mind. I remember being on my ENT rotation, and they were doing things I didn't even know were happening.
Right.
And of course, surgery with the laparoscopic surgeries or the robotic surgeries, it's pretty cool to actually just kind of sit there in the room and see someone just with these really fine motions, and just be able to actually fix the problem right there. And then the amazing recoveries that patients have. Sometimes they're coming back a week or weeks later, and it's the healing process and just, like I said, the recovery, it's pretty eye-opening.
Right, and even seeing babies being born.
Oh yeah, delivering your first baby, right?
That's just...
I'll never forget that.
It's amazing. All right, number 4, research. This is one of those things in medical school that some people really love, some people really hate, some people don't necessarily want to do or even do it, but it can be an opportunity to sit down, focus, and make an impact in a subspecialty. And then if you're blessed and able to go and present your research, you get outside of your day-to-day, grind, and you're able to go to a conference and talk about what you've been working on for such a long time. And people are asking you questions that are attendings, and you're like, I'm a medical student, and it's pretty eye-opening. But it's great because it's usually very collegial, and people work together, and it's such a great experience.
Mm-hmm. And there's definitely some opportunities that med students can do research at other institutions, whether it be through a program or some sort of grant. So, potentially it could be the way of seeing a different scenery, getting a different perspective at another institution, seeing how they run things. I think one of the key things to all of this, beyond just research, is the networking opportunities, right? Just going to the conferences, going to all these different events, and it's all at your disposal, at your fingertips as a medical student. And some of these things will help you for residency, and some things will help you even beyond that. So lots of opportunities. It's almost overwhelming how much there is to actually do. Choose wisely, because you actually don't have too much time, but it is one of the highlights, I think, of medical school for sure.
Definitely. All right, number 5, the grand finale.
Yes.
Graduation.
And match day too.
Oh,
I would say
we'll
combine
exactly.
those two things together, right?
Yes.
Match day for me, my wife and I were couples matching, and we both matched, and we're very happy with where we ended up. We're part of the inaugural class, so of course it was like this big thing at UNLV, but just finally getting to what feels like the end of the medical school journey, right? And having the specialty that you're going to practice in residency and the rest of your life, it felt really good. And then graduation, of course, you got family there, and finally getting that diploma, and no more classes, no more coursework, all that is behind, and it's on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, match day, for us, we were in COVID. And so it was one of those things where the school was trying to figure out, how do we make this special? Because, typically you would kind of open the envelope with all your classmates around,
right,
like in an enclosed environment, but we were in the middle of COVID. And so
and the year before they didn't even have it.
Exactly. Yeah. So for us, they did this wonderful kind of thing where you would walk through one of these lovely kind of atriums, and there's balloons and music, and you would open it. Well, I guess technically we weren't supposed to open it, but until like 1 o'clock.
Take a sneak peek or what?
Yeah. But match day was a wonderful experience, and you get to see where you're going for intern year if you're at a different program, and then residency. And so wonderful experience, and of course graduation to kind of top it all off before you start the real deal residency.
Yep. And hopefully vacation.
Somewhere,
right after that, something to unwind, decompress before intern year starts. So thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, follow us on social media, and definitely if you would like to email us, we'll make that available, and please do reach out.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching that video. If you found it valuable, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
We're definitely going to closely look at those comments for any feedback. Also, follow us on Twitter, Instagram at Built for Medicine, and feel free to email us at builtformedicine@gmail.com.